Assalamu alaikum, namaste, hotep, shalom alaikum, peace. This is Tracy Lene Muhammad, and I'm just going to take a few minutes of your very valuable and your very precious time this highly energetic day we call Christmas. We celebrate this day as the birth of a Christ, someone who was so amazing and so majestic that he commanded even 2,000 years ago that he be remembered. And while people remember him in different ways, and I'm not here to right or wrong anybody, what I know is this day is filled with a lot of kindness, a lot of high vibratory energy, because people are happy, and the people who believe that the Christ came to save them feel so good to know that this was the day that his mother brought him to the earth realm. So I think it's a win for everybody. And being with your family and receiving gifts, it's a win. It's an amazing feeling, at least it is for me. But I started thinking about disappointments and how when you ask for something to your higher power and it doesn't happen and you become disappointed, and then more things you ask for don't happen, and you become disappointed. And disappointment piles upon disappointment until you become a disillusional, disappointed person. And then you begin to believe that life is out to get you, or you're not worthy. All kinds of negative things bombard you. And it's natural to feel that way when you keep asking and nothing's happening. And then people say things to you like, hey, a delay is not a denial. But your stomach is grumbling because you're hungry, because you tried to get a job that you couldn't get, and you try. Or, you know, you're in a relationship and you're giving your all and the person is not giving their all, and you're just like, well, I'm married, I'm going to war room tactic him and then, or her, and that doesn't work. And you start to just feel very much disenchanted with life. So I want to share some things that may help you, as they've helped me when disappointment has felt like it was overwhelming in any area. The first thing I stumbled upon after praying and asking why is that my trajectory was off. What I was saying wasn't matching what my inner being was believing. My subconscious talk didn't believe I deserved those things. So I started sleeping with affirmations and positive energy and clearing my chakras and making sure that I was always kind and always honest and always available. And then I felt shifts, but then there would still be times when things just didn't go the way I wanted. So once again, I consulted my inner being. And this time I said, is this what you want from me? And often the answer was no. So once I recognized that sometimes I want things, the personality called Tracy wants things that are not good for the soul of Tracy, so they're not going to happen. I recognized that whenever I wanted something, I saw this on an IG page from Nipsey Hussle's sister, and she said she realized that some of the things that she thought she wanted, she don't even want them no more. Because once you recognize that you're not, those things aren't in line with the plan for your life, you don't want them anymore. But before you get to that, we're like children. If we see it, we want it. If a child sees a toy, they want that toy. And they want the next toy and the toy over there. And every toy that they see, because they all look fun to play with. Until they get them, and then they don't want that one, and they don't want this one, and they break that one. And it's because we just want everything we see. Our eyes behold it, and we want it. Because most times, we have not learn to control those ego impulses. But that's what we're here to do. We're here to learn and to grow. So don't beat yourself up. Don't cry for me, Argentina, just because I don't get everything that I think I want. I recognize that if I don't get it, it means it was not for me. And that being disappointed is a waste of energy and time. No matter what it is, if it does not come into my life, it wasn't for me. And when I can literally believe that, I can still ask. And I don't even believe that it's asking, because if it's already there, I just call it to me. So what I do, and I'm not saying this for everybody, is instead of asking, I command with love and I affirm. that it's already mine with love. And I add at the end, and if it's not for me, then something better. And I let it go. That's taken me time to get to, and I see the results. I really see the results. And so I'm just working with that and recognizing that being disappointed is a direct result of being disconnected. Because when you're connected, you don't stay, you may get disappointed, because I'm in no way saying, oh, you should just run around Pollyanna, never disappointed. But if you stay in disappointment and it becomes anger or bitterness or fear or worry, you're not connected to source. And the source is whatever name you decide, that source. You're not connected if you get angry and upset and bitter and want to throw stuff at people and holler and scream and just be an unkind person, then you're not connected to source. But you can always get connected. There are many tools to connect you back. The first tool is to accept that you are a divine being with a body and your soul is traveling. So I don't want to take up any more of your time. I just wanted to talk to you about disappointment and give you some tips that you can use that helped me to get rid of the disappointment. The first one being to acknowledge that the disappointment is there, and then ask your soul, is this what you want from me? And if your soul says no, be okay with it. If your soul says yes, then understand that that's saying a delay is not a denial that fits you at that time. But if your soul doesn't want it for you, you really don't want it. If you think back on some of the times in your life when you've gotten things that you thought you wanted only to get it, to realize you don't want it, use that when you are thinking you want something that you don't get. Now you go have an amazing rest of your day or night. Tomorrow is a new moon, and it is the Capricorn moon, and it is powerful and it is strong, and the energy is just bursting with manifesting whatever you want. But you must sit still, get clear, meditate, write it out, believe in it, and then work. Because Capricorn energy requires that you work hard, but you will be rewarded, but you gotta work for it, and you gotta be consistent. Have an amazing night. Assalamu alaikum, namaste, hotep, shalom alaikum. Peace out to Brooklyn and everywhere else.